Hey there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittney Bundles, and today's video is going to be about a debt recalculator. So you can go on to debtrecalculator.com if you do want to follow along or see any of this information again. I am going to be logging into this website. So the website is going to be linked down below, and it's also debtrecalculator.com. Now, I created a video last week doing an overview of the debt recalculator system. I just explained some of the benefits that it has to offer. Some of the benefits are you can build your credit by making sure that your debt is being paid down. They also have different options to choose what plan is going to work best for your specific situation. They have custom options. So if you don't see a plan that they've put together that will work best for you and your budget, then you can always go ahead and choose a custom plan. You also can use this platform or this service as a means of staying on top of miscellaneous bills. So staying on top of your cable bill and your phone bill. You can also use this as a way to keep track of your interest rates and, make sure that you're paying down as much interest as you possibly can. So there's just so many cool benefits with this platform, with this website. So what I'm going to do today is actually log in so that you can see what the dashboard actually looks like. The company was so gracious to create me an account, so I'm going to log in. This account, though, is completely, it's fictitious. It's not a real account. This is an account just for demonstration purposes so that I can show you all what it looks like when you actually log in. So none of this information is mine. Like I said, this information is just fictitious for the sole purpose of demonstration. So if you are interested, give the video a big thumbs up. Please make sure that you are subscribed, and let's get right into the video. So I'm on the website, debtrecalculator.com, and I'm going to type in my email address. Now this is my real email address, so if you want to reach out, if you have any questions, feel free to email me or leave me comments down below. I'm going to type in my password. Once I type in the password, I am going to have access to this dashboard. Now, the good thing about this website, the debtrecalculator.com, is that none of your information is going to be shared with banking institutions. So you don't have to worry about any of your information being shared any place. This is your information for your eyes. So when you first log in, you can see the balance of all of the cards that you have added to the debt recalculator system. You also can see an itemized breakdown of your active debt summary. So it shows like whatever cards you have added in for the debt recalculator. A good reason to have the debt recalculator, like I touched on in the previous video. If you did not watch the previous video, I will link that below as well. I think that video, watching that first will really help transition to this video. But one of the things that is really, really beneficial about this service is even if you have a great credit score, this system will allow you to keep that credit score by making sure that you stay on track, on top of things. It's very easy and common to forget some of the debt that you may have. It's very easy and common to maybe forget about how much interest you're paying toward a certain debt or for a certain card. And so having a dashboard where you have all of your information in one place is really going to help you make sure that you stay on top of everything and maintain your credit scores and improve your credit scores as well. So here on the dashboard, as you can see, I can see the different interest rates on both of the cards that are added. I can see the minimum payments that are due. I can see the current monthly interest. I can see the minimum payoffs. I can just see all of the information about the cards. This is really good as well because a lot of times you'll get offers from your banking institution to refinance existing cards. They may ask you to do a debt consolidation, which in return could save you lots of money, on the back end. Instead of you paying so much on a higher interest rate, if you're able to consolidate some of that debt and refinance it with a lower interest rate, that's going to be helpful to you. That's going to help you save more and also help you build your score a lot faster because when you do a debt consolidation, all of those debts are paid off. You know what I mean? They're paid off and they're rolled into a signature loan or a personal loan. So it can help your credit score boost, and it can also help you save more money. Now, a lot of times when you do a debt consolidation loan, the lending institution will ask for your interest rates and they'll ask for information that you may not have off the top of your head. And instead of having to go to each card account or each, different website or app for every card that you have a place that itemizes all of the information in one spot. You have a dashboard for all of that. You also have a debt account payment manager. And I was just showing a calendar because you can choose when you want to make the payments. You can also pull up the calendar so that it shows you when each payment is due. It shows you how many months you have left until the debt is paid off. It just shows you all of the information. So I'm just showing you here another view. So if you want to schedule your payment for another date, you have the option to pull up the calendar and do so. You also can choose to change the payment amount. So even if you have a certain payment scheduled, if you don't want that payment to come out, you are the manager of your debt. So you're the manager of your payments. You can tell the system what you want to happen. I like the fact that there's a calendar so that there's no surprises, and so that if you ever needed to log back in and take a look at what's going on, you have the option to do that literally within a few clicks of your mouse or with a few taps of your fingers on your phone or tablet. All you have to do is log in and, there's your information. You can also delete an account if you wanted to. You can change your current budget. You just have the option to really manage your finances and your debt in one place. Now, I know a lot of people like to keep track of their information themselves. I mentioned in the last video that I created that I used to work in the financial industry. I was a loan officer for 3 years. And a lot of times when people would come to get a loan, they wouldn't have all of their information up front. They would think that they would have the information, but 9 times out of 10, that would be something that they just did not know. And instead of, like I mentioned before, having to call all of these different card companies and having to go back through paperwork and go back through your mail, how simplistic is it to be able to just log in and see all of this information just laid out for you in your dashboard? You can also choose to budget or change your budget. So on the screen, it's just kind of explaining how that goes. So you can also choose how you would like the balance field at the top of the page to be calculated. If you turn off this option, the only debt accounts that are active will make the balance. You also have notification settings. I really like this feature because I want to be notified of what's going on. So you have the option, which I'm going to show you in just a little bit, of putting in your phone number if you want text alerts. So knowing that you can log in to get any of your information is a plus, but knowing that you also have the option to have text messages sent to you as reminder messages is also a bonus. Because sometimes I forget, even if I write something down or even if I have the option to log in, sometimes it's just really convenient and nice to just kind of ease your mind for a little bit and know that even if I do forget or even if I don't check my account, I still can be notified via text message. I also like the fact that you'll receive a text message 2 days before the debt is due. So you get time. You don't get the message immediately as the money is due. So I'm not going to get a message the same day that my debt has to be paid, but they give you a few days to get everything together and to make sure that your funds are available before the payment is due. Also, you can have the debt recalculator send you a monthly email if you'd like, just giving you a summary of what's going on. And then I love that you can integrate your bills and, just pretty much everything that you have going on as far as paying down your debt on your calendar. You have the option to constantly be in the know. So I wanted to show you all what the dashboard looks like. Again, you can choose how many cards you want added, how much debt you're going to add in, if you're going to add any student loans, if you're going to add any personal loans. You really have the option to choose what's going to work for you. I personally recommend including all of your debt. That way you know exactly what's going on. While you're using this service, I would go ahead and put in all of my bills as well. So any miscellaneous bills, I would go ahead and add that too, just so that I'm making sure I'm balancing everything, I'm staying on top of everything. And this is also going to help you decide what you can budget for and what you have the extra spending power, to get. Maybe you're looking at I don't know, purchasing a yard toy. Maybe you're looking at a new lawnmower, or I don't know, maybe you're looking to get something else and you're like, I don't really know if we can afford it at this time. Having all of your information just there is definitely going to help. You can also adjust the monthly minimum payment. You can choose what your current balance is going to be. I mean, you just have the option to really make this your own. So I'm going to continue to scroll down and show off a couple other features that this service can offer. You can also choose the payoff method that you like to use to pay off your debt. In the first video, I went over different payment plans and options that they have available, and also the fact that you can choose a custom plan to pay off your debt as well. So if you didn't see any plans that work best for you, you can go ahead and create a completely custom plan to your budget and your financial situation. So I like the fact that you can choose whatever plan you want to use at that time. So whether you want to choose a plan that's going to help you pay off the highest interest rate cards first, whether you choose a plan that's going to help you pay off the lower balance cards first. I mean, whatever you're looking at paying off first, you can choose the plan that's going to work best for you. And then you also have the ability to change the plan as things change with your finances and with your financial situation. Also, I like the fact that you can see your credit card utilization. You can see how much of unsecured debt you have. I mean, you just can see all of the information pertaining to your debt and your account right there. If you ever forgot anything, or if you ever needed to go and look at, okay, how much unsecured debt do I have out there? How far am I paid down on my cards? How much interest did I pay last month? All of that information is there. Now, they also have a graph, as you can see on the screen, and the graph shows the projected stats for each debt component if you see on your payment plan. Again, your wasted money, known as interest paid, line should be trending downwards. If you use debt snowflakes, you'll see them as spikes on the snowball amount and total pay lines. So you have account tracking, history, and projections. You have credit card utilization, your overall progress. Now, stay tuned to this channel. Make sure that you are subscribed if you're not already, because this company really has a lot of information and really cool services to offer. I do want to say that there's another service or another tool that I really want to dive into. It's really a challenge. It's another challenge that I want to dive into probably at the end of this week or next week. We're going to be going over the 52-week challenge. If you go ahead and go over to debtrecalculator.com, then you can read a little more about the 52-week savings challenge. But I'm going to be creating a video on that next. So get ready for that. I'm all about saving money. I'm all about making sure that we're becoming the best us that we can be, making sure that we're knocking down debt, that we're living our dreams, that we're doing exactly what we need to do to put us in position to be as happy as possible. And so I know when I'm knocking down debt, I know when I'm tying loose ends, and when I'm becoming more financially secure, that makes me happy. That makes me proud. And I want to share with you all a really, really good service and platform that will allow us to do that with all of the information that we need and with tools and resources. I also like that you can reach out to this company, like I mentioned in the first video, if you have any questions. So if you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out. Leave them down below as well. If you have any questions for me, I'll be happy to answer them. And if I don't know the answers, I'll be happy to reach out to the company and get them for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.